Got my coffee, my makeup, a hope and a dream. Let's do this. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Garrett Hahn, and I am so excited to announce that I'm finally going to be back on YouTube. It has been a hot second since I have been back on my YouTube channel. Honestly, I know this video literally just started, but it feels so good to sit down and be talking with you guys again. Since this is kind of like my little returning back to YouTube video, I wanted to keep things like super chill. On Instagram, I asked you guys if you had any questions for me to go ahead and send them my way, because today I wanted to do kind of like a get ready with me Q&A style type of video, because I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, so primarily, I am on Instagram, yes, and I don't feel like you guys know me really outside of pictures that I post. I really wanted you guys to have a chance to get to know me a little bit better and to ask any questions, literally any questions, because I wanted you guys to just ask whatever you want to know about me and I will answer anything. I'm super excited for today's video. We're just going to sit down, chat, get to know each other a little bit better, and obviously play with makeup, because that's why we're here. And I want my channel to be just like a fun little safe space for everybody to come chill out and just be like kind of an escape from the shit show that is the world. So that is what my goal is for this channel. So if this is your guys' first time seeing my face on your screen, hello and welcome. Thank you guys so much for spending some time out of your day to hang out with me, chat about makeup, and yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing today. If you guys want to join the madness that is on my channel, feel free to click that subscribe button down below to become a member of this little growing fam we have here on YouTube. I would love to have you guys. And also, if you want to be notified every time that I do upload a new video, you can press the bell button next to the subscribe button, so that way you won't miss out on an upload, because we all know YouTube likes to play games. I think that's how it works. I don't know. I'm not the queen of YouTube yet, so we will get there one day, but right now, that is not the day. Also, this time around, I am going to be on an uploading schedule. I feel like that was kind of my downfall with the last time I tried to like come back to YouTube, because I didn't have days set to either film or upload. But with all that being said, today, super chill, get ready with me. I'm going to be using all of my favorite makeup products. I'm not really going to be talking about the process of doing my makeup, because it's going to be more so geared towards the Q&A portion of the video. So if you guys aren't ready for the day, go grab your makeup, go grab some coffee, go grab some tea, grab a snack. I don't know. I am super excited to get ready. I have an event I'm going to later tonight. So we are going to keep this intro short, sweet, and to the point. I am nervous yet excited to see the questions that you guys ask me. With that being said, let's get into today's video and let's get glam. Off camera, I already went ahead and I did my skincare. My skin is prepped. She is ready to go, because we are going to be putting a lot of makeup on my face today, but what else is new? Without looking at these questions, I know for a fact I probably got like a billion of this same question. So we are just going to answer it right now. Just get it out. Just clear the air, because mama, when I first started makeup, I didn't use a glove, and here's why. I didn't know they existed. Backstory, if you guys have been following me for a long time, I originally started my YouTube channel as kind of like a cooking and baking thing. I honestly wasn't into makeup at all during the time. I literally, like, my passion was food, baking, and eating. During that time, I was working in a professional bakery for like 4 years, back when I was living in Kansas, and you guys can't, the seasonal changes in Kansas like really messed with my skin. So I have extremely dry hands, and working in a bakery, I would constantly wash them. Obviously you have to stay on like the, what's it called, like food code or something like that. And you know, you had to make sure your hands were clean at all times. And I'm the kind of person that if I had like anything on my hands, whether it be like flour from baking or eggs or anything wet or anything dry or anything's like caked to my nails, I will run to the sink within 2 seconds and wash my hands. Same thing applies to makeup. So when I started doing makeup full time, and I was noticing that I would just run to the bathroom, wash my hands all the time, and long story short, my hands would get super, super dry. So I kind of did a little bit of thinking, and I was like, okay, how can I prevent this? And at the time, I was platinum blonde, if you guys remember that fun moment. I had all of these black vinyl gloves left over from dyeing my hair. So I started incorporating, you know, gloves into my routine when I was getting ready. And I noticed when I started doing that, I wouldn't start running to the bathroom, washing my hands and all that stuff, because I wouldn't have the foundation and the cream products all over my hand. Another reason is, you guys remember I had like super, super long acrylic nails, and my beauty blenders, you guys, would get ripped up so quick from my acrylic nails. To show you guys an example, first of all, sorry this beauty blender is literally disgusting, but when I had the acrylic nails, it would just like dig into the sponge and it would just rip them apart. It would kind of create like a barrier between my nails and the sponge so it wouldn't rip them up like super fast, and I wouldn't have to like go out and constantly be buying them, because we all know that beauty blenders are not cheap, and who wants to spend $20 on a sponge all the time? Not me. So the first official question is from my girl, McDrew. She asked, what is the best experience you've had in your makeup career thus far? Love you, Garrett. First of all, you guys, Drew is the sweetest human being on the face of this planet. If you guys aren't following her on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or any kind of social media, you are literally missing out, because she is so incredibly talented. So go check her out. But to answer her question, I honestly feel like the best makeup experience that I've had like in my career thus far was being able to go to the Benefit Brow Search last year. You guys, I had the time of my life when I went. The Benefit team is absolutely the sweetest, and I got to meet so many incredibly talented artists, and it was so fun to honestly just be around people like me and who have like the same passion and drive that I have. My coach was Nicole Concilio. I love her literally to the moon and back. She has always been so supportive, so sweet. Literally, one of my best friends is from the Benefit Brow Camp. I met her there. Sophia, I'm sure you guys know her. You get to meet all these amazing people and be just surrounded by all these incredible artists. So highly recommend it if you guys are ever questioning if you want to do it or not. So the next question we have is from Bearded Beautiful. He said, if you could only post on Instagram or make YouTube videos for life, which would you choose? So this is a super easy question for me to answer, because as you guys know, being consistent on YouTube is not my forte. So to answer that question, I honestly would probably say Instagram. One of the main reasons why I don't post on YouTube much is because it has always been challenging for me to talk. It's always been really hard for me to kind of put what I'm thinking into sentences, and it's hard for me to formulate sentences because my mind runs at like 1,000 miles per hour and my mouth only runs at like 2 miles per hour. So it's kind of hard for my mouth to match up with what's going on in my head. The reason why I do want to come back to YouTube is because I really want to kind of get outside of my comfort zone, and I want to really challenge myself. I feel like speaking is such a basic human level thing for people to do. It's like, that's how you communicate to people. That's how you like get something you want. That's how you like ask for things that you need, or that's how you know, talk to the people you love, or that's how you create friendships, or this, that, and the other. And I am really trying to challenge myself to become a better person and to be somebody who can communicate easier. Even in elementary school, I remember I always would get taken out of class like during the middle and go to the counselor at my elementary school, and we would just kind of go over like how to talk. But that answer might change as I start getting into YouTube more often, which I'm so excited about, you guys. I am really truly excited to be back, and I really hope that we can be consistent this time. I am going to hop off camera while my face bakes so I can do my eyebrows, because girlfriend, there is no way that I can talk and do my eyebrows at the same time. So I'm going to do those, and when I'm back, I'm going to have the snatchiest of snatched eyebrows. And we'll be back. So we are back. Our brows are slayed and laid. Is that the phrase? Slayed and laid. The next question is, male or female? I am confused. Sir, do you have any girlfriend? Who gonna tell her? On a real note, the next question is, so who is the lucky guy? I've actually been in a relationship for 5.5 years now. He has actually been on my YouTube channel a few times. I forget exactly which videos he's like made an appearance in, but yeah, he's been on my channel a few times. When we first started dating, I was not into makeup at all, and just kind of like out of the blue, I was like, hey, so like when you're not home, I beat my face to the gods and I become a woman. The first time I showed him any kind of like video or picture of like me in full makeup, it was so sweet because he was like, well, if this is what makes you happy, then like obviously continue doing it. And I thought that was so sweet, because for those of you who are not in the gay community, there is a big like stigma with guys in makeup. I know a lot of people who like, the moment they tell somebody that they are interested in that they do makeup, it's like, they're gone. So the next question we have is, how do you stay away from all of the beauty guru drama? Where do I even begin with this? I've never really been one that's like huge on drama. Whenever like it presents itself around me, I literally stand as far away back as possible. And I try like not to get myself involved because I'm not like a hothead by any means, but I get very passionate in what I'm talking about or what I believe in, to a point where if I do get involved in drama and stuff, I don't necessarily know when to stop, if that makes sense. I like to stay in my own lane. I don't like to get involved in drama. I like to keep to myself. And especially in the social media world, I feel like, I mean, let's be real, drama happens like literally all the time. And I just don't want to be a part of that, because that's not why I'm on social media. Kind of like I was talking about earlier in this video, is like, I just want to create a safe space for people to come when they're having like a bad day or they're feeling down, and they kind of want like a place to like go to like zone out from like everything that's happening around them. And you know, for me, that's one of the reasons why I started makeup, is because I have like this crazy creative side of me. So for me, makeup was kind of like an escape, and I want to be able to create that for other people who need a way to escape as well. Like if I am having like any kind of anxiety, if I'm having a bad day, if I am just like in a crappy mood or whatever, I will just come up here to my little station and I'll just do my makeup, and I instantly feel better. And I feel like for so many people, makeup is that. And I just feel like drama is so unnecessary. I know it happens. I know it's always gonna be there. I know it's just like a part of life. I didn't start this for the money. I didn't start this for fame. I didn't start this for like really anything besides just like me sharing my passion of makeup to the world. And I was so blessed in the fact that something happened from it, and I am where I am today. And of course you have to like work hard to, you know, achieve your dreams and like to kind of put those dreams in motion. And I'm so lucky to be where I am right now. And there's of course so many more things that I want to achieve and like get to, but I feel so happy and so grounded in where I am now. And like, honestly, I can't thank you guys enough for all of your continued love and support, because you guys are literally like the reason why I get to have so many of these like crazy experiences that I never thought that I would have. The next question is, have you ever considered your own line of cosmetics? Something that I've always wanted to do in my life is to have like my own cosmetic or beauty brand. I've really been getting into skincare, you guys, and I would love to have like my own skincare brand. But with cosmetic brands, this is obviously no shade to anybody, but I feel like everybody is coming out with like a makeup brand. I feel like all the celebrities are doing it. There's a lot of influencers now coming out with their own brand, which I am so excited for. Everybody who's coming out with their own brand, I think it's an amazing accomplishment, and I love trying new products. I don't know, I feel like I'd have to gauge it on where I am in my life and where kind of like the industry is at that time in my life. But you know, like I said, like that's something that I've always wanted to do, and just because there are like a billion makeup brands isn't going to stop me from doing something that I really want to do. Because what I will say is, if I did come out with my own cosmetic brand, girl, the products would be sickening. They would be the best on the market. Here's the thing about me, is if I were to ever put my name on anything, like it would be the best. It would be like the cream of the, is that the phrase? The cream of the crop? It would be amazing. If I were to come out with my own brand, you guys, the flavor. The wheels are already turning in my brain. Like I already know exactly like what I would want my brand to be called. I know what the first product would be. As you guys know, I absolutely love highlighting. Like that is literally like my favorite step in my whole entire routine. I love highlighters. And I already have an idea of the formula for the highlighter. And to my knowledge, there is not anything like it on the market right now. But you guys, when the time comes, if the time comes, shook. As I'm scrolling down the list, I literally have gotten so many of these questions. I know I just answered a question about how I like to stay away from the drama. I wanted to kind of like answer this question specifically. It is, how do you feel about what's going on in the beauty community and how it will affect up and coming artists? I honestly don't even know where to begin with this, but the first thing that I do want to say is I truly feel like cancel culture needs to be canceled, because I feel like it's gotten to a point where nobody can make a mistake. And that's a part of being a human, is making mistakes. Like you can't grow if you don't make a mistake. And if you expect somebody not to make a mistake, is not gonna happen. Honestly, I can't even begin to tell you guys how many mistakes I've made. Yes, they have been different, but the good thing about it is I grew from it. I became a better person because of the mistakes that I made. I feel like everybody is so incredibly hard on each other now. And I am all about spreading love, spreading kindness, being positive, you know, whatever. So without diving too deep into it, I just feel like we need to give grace to other people, and I feel like we need to let them be able to grow without being like, he's canceled or she's canceled. I just don't feel like that's a healthy way to go about doing things, you know what I mean? It's like if you're immediately going to cancel somebody for a mistake they've made in their life, then like, I understand that these people are influencers, they have a following and stuff, but same thing applies to everybody. Like if you're gonna cancel somebody and then you make a mistake yourself, do you get like a get out of jail free card and you don't expect to be canceled? Or like, how does that work? Because everybody makes mistakes and everybody needs to be allowed to grow from their mistakes and have a second and some time to think about things. And to kind of go back to the question, I don't really feel like this will kind of like throw a wrench in like up and coming artists. Something that I have seen though on Twitter that I think is just like the coolest thing is a lot of like macro influencers have been putting together Twitter threads of artists to check out, whether it be like YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter. There's just like threads on threads on threads, and I think it's so cool. I myself created one because I wanted to see some new faces on my timeline. I wanted to follow some new people just to kind of see some fresh faces, because I get stuck in a rut of just following the same people over and over again and just like being used to what I see. I wanted to create that thread because I wanted to see more people, and I also wanted people to kind of see each other's art and also discover other people because of the thread. And I was so incredibly happy with like the response that I got in the Twitter thread. I thought it was amazing because so many people felt comfortable enough to share their work with everybody. I don't specifically think that this particular drama will affect up and coming artists, because something that I find so cool about all of the macro influencers is that we find a way to kind of like stick with each other, and we always have each other's back. And I feel like, especially like on Twitter, and I feel like we're always just trying to, you know, be supportive, because at the end of the day, it's like, if you're not supporting everybody, if you're not trying to help everybody and you're only trying to help yourself, it's like, where's the fun in that? Because if you're only going to try to help yourself, then like, there's nobody to succeed with on the way up. There's nobody that you can share your success with there, because you only have yourself. And for me, you know, I have met so many incredible artists through social media, and I'm so blessed to have so many amazing friends because of social media. And the cool thing about it is that when they have great success, like, we can celebrate that. And when I have, you know, something that I'm super proud of or something that I've achieved, like, they celebrate that with me. Especially if I was just like, I don't care about anybody else, I'm doing this on my terms, I'm doing this my way, it's just gonna be me on the way up to the top. Like, that would get lonely. That would get very lonely. And that is something that I really appreciate about, you know, this community and the community I'm a part of, because I am a macro influencer, and you know, because I don't have a big following, but the following that I do have, like, I'm so proud of like the little community and safe space that we have created for each other. So I am honestly eternally grateful for that. So thank you guys, honestly, for that, because I obviously couldn't have done this myself, and I'm just so proud of like where us, like, as our little community has gotten. But to condense everything down to like one point, just be kind to one another, give grace to people who need it, and like learn to forgive, because if you can't forgive somebody, like, I'm running late. What else is new? If you guys know me in person, you're probably laughing right now, because that is literally my life. But I did my eyes off of camera, did lashes, all that stuff. So we are going to do some lips. I'll answer a few more questions, and then I'm going to head out the door. That way I'm not late. Also, you cannot tell me that these lashes aren't sickening. These are literally my all-time favorite pair of lashes. Every time I wear them, you guys are always asking what they are. I'm sure you guys can guess by this point, but these are the Lily lashes in the style Miami. You guys, I do have a discount code with them. If you use code GARE in all caps, you can save 10% off. You can save some coin, get some lashes. But moving on, I wanted to answer a few more questions for you guys before I finish up my makeup and head out the door to the event. But the next question is, do you have any other animals besides Maya? I don't have any other pets besides Maya. I don't know if I would ever want another one, only because I love her so much, and she's like literally the perfect dog. Maybe if she wasn't and she was like hell on wheels, then maybe I'd be like, yeah, let's talk about getting another dog or something like that. I grew up with dogs, I love dogs, and like I don't feel like a house is the same without one. So I love having a dog, especially Maya, that I can just like send all of my love to because she's literally a queen and we love her. We stan Maya. I'm gonna go get her because she's everything. Do you wanna make a cameo? Famous puppy. So for those of you who have not met Maya yet, she actually chose my makeup in a video that is here on my YouTube channel. But this is Maya. She is literally my princess angel. Also, we just got her this new tag, Swarovski crystals, because she is a queen. Okay, she's like, let me down. So I thought that this question was a good one to end this video with, but it is, what message are you trying to spread and what is your advice for literally anyone? I kind of touched on this earlier in this video, but honestly, you guys, the main message that I'm trying to just like spread on my social media and our little community that we have going is just be kind to one another, because this world is honestly so shitty right now, and I feel like if more people were just kind to each other, then this world would be a better place. I mean, I know that sounds corny and like cliche to say, but I truly do believe that spreading love and kindness and compassion with one another and like having grace for other people is such a huge important thing of just like regular, like base level, like humanity. Don't get me wrong though, I have moments when I pop off, I have moments where I cannot be contained, but for the most part, I am trying to just like, you know, spread all that, spread that message, because literally that's what this world needs, in my opinion. And my advice to anybody would be just to be yourself, because life is too short. That is one thing that I have struggled with a lot, especially when it relates to coming back to YouTube, is I felt like I was almost trying to like put on this persona that I thought people would want to watch. And that is why it's taken me so long to get a video up, is because when I replayed the footage back, I was looking at myself and I was like, that's just not who I am. Like, that's just not me. So, you know, just be yourself, because life's too short. And if you waste your time trying to be somebody you're not, you are going to miss out on some amazing opportunities. You're gonna miss out on some amazing relationships in your life, and, you know, opportunities that you might have if you were, you know, just to be yourself, if that makes sense. So honestly, just be yourself 100%. Unapologetically, just be you, be true to who you are, and that is who people are going to fall in love with. So that is my advice that I would literally give to anybody. I am going to throw on a lip real quick, and then we are going to wrap this video up because I have to get out the door and go to this event, but we'll be back probably with a nude lip. This is the completed look. I know it's like hella basic, but we got places to be tonight, and I just wanted to say thank you for everybody who sent me questions on Instagram for this video. I really do appreciate it, and I also really appreciate you guys spending some time out of your day to hang out with me and watch today's video. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So if for whatever reason you guys can't get enough of my face and you want to follow me around on my other social media, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It is at OMGIt'sGarrett on both. But that is it for today's video, guys. Again, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will be seeing all of you in my next video. Bye, guys.